Look at those claims. We got all kinds of claims. Welcome back to Nicaea here in Ante Bellum, everybody. I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful day. I hope you guys have been enjoying the campaign. I certainly am. So, it's been a few days since I've recorded, and I've got a bunch of really good feedback from you guys as far as what you guys think should be the next move, and I certainly agree. We are going to release a vassal here, Macedonia. Now, if you take a look here, I already checked. These requirements say owned by us or our subjects, right? So that means we can own this, or we can have a subject who owns this, and the same applies for the Hellenic Empire. So you can see here, all we need to do is have a subject own all this land. So we are going to release a Macedonia, and you guys are going to see why we want to release a Macedonia. Look at this. They start with defensive ideas. Infantry combat ability plus 50%, plus 5 defensiveness. We're going to make them a march, which is going to give them a ton of bonuses. And then even better yet, we're going to send officers to them for basically, well, it might need a month to update, but this is also going to give them an additional 5% discipline and 20% morale of armies. So Macedonia has a similar morale and discipline to what we have, and they have better defensiveness. And once they finish out defensive ideas, they'll be well higher than that. So thank you for the points there. Now, they also do have a unique mission tree, and we could easily push for some of that. All right, maybe they don't have a... they have a couple of them. Permanent claim on my land, conquer Bulgaria. Maybe. We'll see. But either way, hope you guys are all having a great one. So I was looking around. Truce with these guys. No truce with these guys. They are likely to look to attack us quite soon. So what we need to do is, start banging the drums of war. Because, friends, I think we're going to be beating up on the Nizzarids soon. Very soon. We can afford a value cannon, so let's get that. Now, as far as cavalry goes, we have 4. We have no cavalry bonuses, so I think 4 is plenty. Let's get an additional however much we can afford here. And we're going to do what we can with that. Plenty of money coming in, yeah. It's really just money that is our limiter right now, so we'll be able to make it happen. Let those guys handle those rebels over here. All is well, all is well. Very good. We'll have our value cannon here as well. All right, but yeah, we want to get as close to our force limit as possible, because if we're going to attack these guys, and I'd like to, we're going to need to be ready for it. So we are working on professional ideas as well. This extra shock damage received is going to be incredibly useful. We are ahead of time on Miltech, so we'll be able to militarize a bit more as well. So we are very much in a comfortable position here. The only downside is really going to be our fort line here. I do think we want to build a fort here in this Malassa, and that will communicate with this fort zone of control here. So let's see here. Can I click these buttons? Yes, I can. I'm going to dedicate some money to building a fort here, and that will allow us to delete this fort here, which is fine. Turn these forts off. We don't need them quite now. We've discovered the Nizzarids spying on us, so we need to be mindful of that. Let's make sure we have down here. Yes, sir. We are getting extra spy network on the Nizzarids, which is good. We need that. It would be smart for us to steer from here as well. I gotten some comments about switching our trade capital over to Byzantium, and we probably should have early on. I guess I didn't, mostly for roleplay purposes, if I'm being honest with you guys. Importing iron, so we get some mill mana, or yeah, I think I will, just because of the sooner we do this, the sooner we will be able to get that. Generally, I would not, but I will right now for this one here. So let's get you guys up here. And we'll drill the army. If it goes up any higher, then we will consider attacking them. Let's go ahead and get a few more men in the army here. Now, what is the combat width? Combat width is 24. Well, suppose we don't really need that many more men, but we might as well fill the ranks. And what I'll likely do is I will have one army that is the combat width, and then I'll have another army that will kind of trail behind that will be used for reinforcements. That is likely what we're going to do here. So our leader is the guy doing that. We should probably have this Demetrios Ximenes, however that is pronounced, handling that. Now, definitely need our manpower to recoup here. All is well. And the more spy network we have on these guys, the better it's going to be for our siege ability in these provinces as well. These forts are all maintained. They are in no wars. Now, ideally, they would be getting involved in some wars. Do we have them marked? We do have them marked as vital interest. Francia has declared war on Lotharingia. Very good. Now, what I'm basically doing... All right, let's get rid of you. We also need to ensure that we have naval dominance. So let's take a look here. Navies, we have 22, and the Nizzarids do not. They have 7 heavies, though. Shoot, man. All right, let's get a couple more galleys built up. Being over the limit in naval is hardly an issue. I'll take the tax modifier. We've been exploiting a lot of tax, but it's still going to end up getting us quite a bit of money there. We will definitely take this. The recruitment time is nice, but more importantly, the shock damage received is incredible. Incredible. Also make sure we can get ourselves... Actually, I'll hold on to this guy for now. As soon as we're going to attack, though, which I'm going to attack in about a year when this is done, I will take the prestige, and we can pop our golden era at any time. We likely will do it for this war with the Nizzarids. All right, very good. We are also making plenty of gains over here on that. So do a little bit of development in these provinces to help boost our economy even better. Patriarch authority. Do we have St. Michael? We do. Very good. Until 93. So we got plenty more time with that. Now, let's make sure. So these guys are getting converted right now. That is fine. We have consecrated all the metropolitans we can. This one just needs a little more development. This one needs a little bit more development. Same. Okay. So we're doing good. We've embraced all the cultures that we need to. Turkish is the major one, of course. These guys are drilling, which is actually going to be helpful with that as well. I don't see any armies on the border. I saw a pop-up for them, but I don't... Nizarid? Sultan Nizar? Legendary. Legendary. All right. Let's get our general over here. So what I'm going to do here, of course, as soon as I walk away, we're going to have the rebels pop. Isn't that how that works? All right, let's have these guys head over this way. And I will just provoke them. We have the manpower guy right now, so this is fine. All right, provoke the revolt. It'll be a little bit more of an army, but it's fine. Now these guys are going to pop over here in this province, which is fine. And we have our navy now ready to go. To get them grouped up there. Very good, very good. I will have you guys protect trade in... Alexandria. Are you guys in Alexandria as well? They're hunting pirates in Constantinople. I actually think Sicily can raid, so that's fine. Then these guys over here are a galley, so let's have you guys go home at war. We will convert this Archaealis province. We will provoke these rebels here. And our king is dead, or the autocrator is dead. Long live the autocrator. 324 is fine. This is bad. 122. However, we want to keep our prestige high, so we're going to hold off on that. So, I had mentioned combat width. So here I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial on this. Combat width, you want to fill the front row if at all possible. We are fully capable of that. 24 is the combat width. We have enough to fill a 30 combat width. So what that means is we take the 4 and the value cannon, and then we want to have probably about 22. Or 20, let's go with 24. So that gives you a little bit of extra men in the front row. So then what you do is you come over here and you click this button or hit comma in my game, and that will detach the ones that are not needed. And so what you can do is you use these boys as a reinforcement stack. And so there you go. We're going to build up a little bit more men here. Build up to our force limit, as a matter of fact. These guys are going to split right here and be chilling for a minute. Now, our truce is with these guys over here. So our truce with Venice is indeed over. I could reconquest some land for them, but I think I have my sights set on the Nizzarids. So, see, this fort zone of control is incredible. That's a beautiful fort zone of control. That is going to protect our nation here. Let's get an admiral here. And let's see here. We need to keep an eye out. I'm going to go down to speed 4 and see if we can get a cheeky catch on their navy. So there's 2 heavies there. I don't see any of their navies out at sea. Here they are. Okay, so this is great. We will blockade over here. If they pop out their navy, it looks like they're split in half, which is actually kind of best case scenario. Let's go ahead and recruit 1 general. The reason being that gives us the professionalism. We can slacken our standards. We can get rid of Parmenion. Sorry, Parmi. That guy's bad. And there you go. We have a 6-1, which is not that great, but this 5-3-4 is going to be incredibly, incredibly useful for our nation. So what we're going to do is I'm going to preemptively get a couple of my boyos on my forts, and I'm going to show you how to wage defensive, offensive wars, because the AI is predictable, and so that's how we're going to manage this. So we are going to attack. We are going to go for Teke. That is fine. None of their allies will join, so this is great. The numbers look like they're in their favor, but you also have to remember that we are we're overpowered. Take a look at these numbers. Army quality. Go to war enemies and war allies here. We have much better morale and yeah, 12% better discipline. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker right here. Boost that up, and now we go from 117 up to like 119. We're going to shred them. So what you're going to do is you're going to scorch these provinces, and we're going to sit back and we're going to wait for them to come to us. That's the goal, at least. We'll see how it goes. Now I'm waiting for their navy to come out and try to blockade me. Yep, here you go. And since they are split, we will be able to just head on over and start sinking them. They won't be able to actually blockade me because we're going to sink all their ships. Sinking their heavy, actually stealing them. I'm going to get rid of them because I don't want the heavies. Here you go. And just like that, like, we are going to absolutely destroy them. We stole another. I don't think I need that. Let's go ahead and have you guys protect trade in Alexandria. Go home at war. This navy is, they're coming in for more smoke, apparently. This is fine. We're going to sink their heavies. And just like that, we sunk their entire heavy fleet. Incredible. Come into port, get a repair tick. Detach, get rid of these heavies. I keep stealing their heavies. I'm not even like capturing. I'm capturing a bunch of them. And the rest of their navy is now gone. Yeah. I'm not going to lose the stability, so that's fine. But look at that. They've lost 21 ships. I haven't lost any. They now have no more functional navy. Incredible. That's how you blitzkrieg down a navy. So I'm kind of trying to wait on them to come in here, but it doesn't look like they really want to. It looks like they wanted to catch some smoke real quick on the naval front. So I will gladly meet them there. Now, I want them to come onto my forts. That's honestly what I'm waiting for. Meanwhile, we're going to take a little bit of attrition. It is to be expected. It's kind of unavoidable. We can take some of our men off, just, you know, to minimize the amount of men that are dying on to attrition. And we're going to hopefully be able to make something happen here. My vassals are being kind of boneheads about this. The next idea group. Let's see here. I can't recall. I remember talking about doing something. Let's see here. What pairs well with a professionalism? Professional ideas. It would likely be a Diplo idea group. Let's see here. Economic is construction cost and time. Both pretty solid. Actually, the construction cost is incredibly powerful. Improved relations, expansion, no religious would be a good one. Espionage is all right. Celestial ideas, artillery, fire. Goodness gracious. Imagine it took modernized fire lances. Efficient officer roles, leader cost for admin, trade, give ship trade power propagation. Eco looks like it might be the best one. Let's switch our focus over to admin, and I think we're going to go with an eco idea. Now, I'm also going to pop my golden era here, and that's going to make it a lot cheaper for us to take things in the coming years. For 50 years, actually. No, if you don't know, golden era, the main thing about it is that it gives you, I think you can take a look, where are we at here? It's not a modifier. It gives us a global 10% all power cost. I can show you that right here. All power cost, 10% because of our golden era, and then a little bit because of our innovativeness. Obviously, corruption counteracts that, but that's okay. We're losing a tiny little bit of money, but I think we're fine. And now we just need to slowly march forward and beat up on these guys. Now, yeah, we don't need to worry about the nobility coup. I got a comment asking about that. You don't have to worry about this so long as they are loyal. So you can see they're at 75. They can lose the 20 loyalty and they're still totally fine. It's not going to take up unless they are disloyal. See? Loyalty lower than 50, 30, or 40, 30, 20. So you don't have to worry about it. But this fort here on Teke is a big one because it's a Highlands fort as well. So as soon as we take it, the sooner we'll be able to defend our borders here. And we'll keep these boys at least somewhat within range. There you go. We're going to scorch this province and take a look. We have 20 defensiveness, but if I give it to, let's see, Epirus is 10. Macedon is 50. So that means they get a plus 50. So that's plus 15 on top of the base. The base is 30. Plus 15. So it's 45-day siege ticks, assuming they have no bonuses there. They gave it back to me because you can't give it from a vassal to another vassal. So just be mindful of that. Now I am going to scorch this mountains province here as well, because this is a nice little choke point for us to look for some smoke. Ah, shoot. There you go. See? Yep. All right. We knew this was coming. Let's go ahead and take economic. Economic is going to be great. It's going to boost us up in a quite a strong way. And the army tradition decay is going to be really good. We're actually still trending upwards in army tradition. So rip the Macedonians and Sivas. You guys, they probably might. They didn't get wiped. They're so strong. They're so strong. Okay, it looks like the Macedonians did get wiped, but the Epirots did not, which is hilarious. So these guys, I'm waiting for them to either come onto this fort here, which is scorched, or this province here, which is scorched. And we're going to go in and we're going to fight them, you know? We're going to fight them. But we just wait. Just bide our time. There's no rush. There is no rush here. The longer this war goes on, the more war score we get. Now, it might be smart for us to head up to Adana, since it looks like they're not interested. Oh. What is this? Hold on a minute. Where are you guys heading? Now, they might want to fight me in the grasslands here. They might not either, though. They're, man. They're being real skittish about these fights, which is good. It's fine. See, we have our cannon here. We have our general with our 4 siege, and we also have it blockaded, so we're getting maximum bonuses there. Also, we have good siege ability, so all is well, honestly. This war is going just about as smoothly as it could. We'll be able to push through a couple more ideas before our next tech, which is great. So they're probably coming to attack me here. But my subjects are piling up on me, which is good. As long as they don't go onto my forts, we're solid, you know? Our truce with our subjects are over. That's fine. Now, speaking of, we do have 2 subjects, so we can now do, whatchamacallit? Strong duchies, but we have 4, so 4 privileges granted to them, so we cannot, but eventually we will. But you can see here, we haven't fought a single battle. But the Nizzarids have lost a lot of men. I've lost all of my men to attrition. Who did you lose the 30,000 men to? What? I do not know. Either way, again, 10%, 40%. It's a drylands province, so it's like, it's really solid for us. Head on to Haleb here. Now, if they want to head on to Adana, that's fine. But we have a defensive fort there, and we're probably going to be able to beat up on them. Army tradition decay, and now look at that. We are basically locked in at 100 army tradition. Incredible. Yeah, I just want my subjects to stick with me because they're clearly not, you know, not being intelligent about how they use their manpower. We're going to occupy a couple more forts over here, and I do need to be careful here because this is Highlands, so ideally we take this fort pretty quickly. We'll see. The spy network is helping quite a bit. A lot of people don't know this. Spy network is really solid. It helps with siege ability. If it scales up to 20% off the base. Also, I have Lucky Nations turned on, which is a tragedy in itself. Let's click a button there so I don't take a loan. Yeah, this is fine. And now we're just gonna sit back and wait. More money for Consort of the People? Nah, not necessary. Not necessary. Taking a little bit of attrition, but all things considered, we're doing very much fine. How have these guys lost so many men? I don't understand where their men are going. Like, I think it's because they had some rebels and they fought rebels, but like 30,000 plus is a lot. Adaptive combat in capital. So our capital is wood, so this is worthless. War taxes is fine, I suppose. Let's go with war taxes. War taxes for free is crazy good. It cuts your naval maintenance and army maintenance, so saves us quite a bit of money. Yep, here they are. They probably got another army walking up here to stack up, or not. Looks like we're okay. All right, very good. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm keeping one army close to the other. That will allow us to essentially kind of like piecemeal step forward. So then you can, as long as we keep our armies close to each other. See, look at that though, 20%. So 37-day siege ticks. They're not going to be able to get it by the time we are able to get over here and reinforce, right? We have our subjects men here as well. So let's come on over here and attack these guys. They are not going to reinforce in time. So we might... No, they did reinforce in time, actually. But look at these losses. Oh my gosh. 11,000 cav. They lost 4,000 cav. That's a lot of money for them, man. That is a lot of money for them. Very good. All right. Let's take this stack over here. No, actually. I am mistaken. I want this army over here. This army here with my subjects. And then these guys are going to come on over this way. Looks like, yeah, they're not having a good time. I actually could have chased down. I didn't realize that at the time, but this is fine. So in this war, I'm going to take everything I have claims on these guys. And then we'll take it from there. We'll see exactly what we're capable of in this war. But so far, so good. It helps that we have Space Marines. Still got to be a little tactical on it. You don't want to just be speed 5 in it, you know? There's definitely a downside to that. Here's another army. So they lost 9,000. So you can see we have more manpower than they do. If we take a look at their professionalism, they do a 14%. So they can slacken standard. So it's essentially like hidden manpower. There you go. They want to get back onto Haleb? That's fine. See this. 38-day siege ticks. And even with a defensive province, we're still only at 30, right? So that's why you give your forts over to your subject. Also, another bonus that you might not know about is that they get... they pay for it. So it helps our economy out quite a bit as well. Now, depending on how many men they reinforce with... No, we're good. And we should be able to catch this 19 stack here. Let's get we're going to shift consolidate. Is what that does is that puts as many men in the regiments as possible. And is this a wipe? That is indeed a wipe. Heck yeah, man. Goodness gracious. Nizarid just was defeated heavily in the Battle of Hama. The Battle of Hama, undoubtedly a turning point. The lowest of low for the Nizzarids in this war. Now, it looks like my general actually died. That is tragic. Yes, he did. Unfortunate. Let's get Theodosios Gabras over here. 3 siege is fine. Not the best general, but I will indeed allow it. Now, this guy here, you want to make sure you have some maneuver on your guys if you can. When you're in enemy territory, it helps you with refilling their ranks. They reinforce quicker in enemy territory, which also it doesn't... Well, not enemy territory, but like... You only get 100% reinforcement speed on your own core territory. That's it, period. Subjects, it's still 50%. Kind of annoying. I think it's more of an oversight than anything. But like in enemy territory, it's terrible. You get very, very little. So these guys are great here because this gives us a little bit of an idea to see a bit more vision around here. Let's have you guys protect trade in Alexandria. Go home at war. And hopefully we don't get attacked here. Let's scorch that province just in case they want to try to do something sneaky and attack me. We got busted spying, so I will steal their maps of the Mashriq is what this is. Yes. That will allow us to see what's going on over here. Ideally, we'd have a bit more spy network, but lifting the fog of war is definitely going to be useful. But yeah, these guys are absolutely getting destroyed. And if they want to step forward and try to fight me, they will pay for it. Also, there's no fort on Al-Karak. It's on Jerusalem instead. Okay, good to know. We are 4 years ahead of time. I think I will take at least a couple ideas because it's going to make our tech a little bit cheaper. This mill tech is it's okay. A little bit of infantry fire would be useful, but I think I would like to just push through our idea group and finish it out. I think that's what I want to do with this one. But we're going to wrap this war up in the next one. Obviously, it's pretty much in the bag at this point. We also have a core on Cyprus. Really? Well, that's pretty nice, because basically that means that these rebels are going to be able to enforce their demands, and they will defect to us, which is pretty cool. They will defect to us, and we don't have to even do anything. We'll get a free core on that province. And guys, if you're enjoying and you want to see more, make sure you leave a like for more Nicaea. We are going to hopefully be able to get some land from Bulgaria and Venice in the next couple of episodes and get this Hellenic Empire rolling. We are going to be flipping Hellenic religion. I'm super excited for it, and I hope you guys are as well. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that and ding the bell. You'll get notifications when we upload. If you haven't joined the Discord, the subreddit, or the Twitter, they're all linked in the description below. I definitely recommend you check those out. And I also recently did a cooking stream over at twitch.tv/Chewyshoot. It was a lot of fun. I had a great turnout, and seemed like you guys appreciated it. So thank you for that. But if you haven't followed me, I do stream multiple days over at twitch.tv, multiple days a week, that is. Twitch.tv/Chewyshoot. And if you want to support me, I have my Patreon linked in the description below. That's all I got for you for today. This is Chewyshoot, and I'll catch you guys later.